Transmission complete. We've walked through another portal. And we've landed here in the Quantum Cafe and Interstellar Lounge with your host, the Cosmic Messenger. This is a metaphysical database and conversational hangout where we can just let loose and be completely free to have all the wonderful metaphysical and multidimensionary chats of these new realities in the multiverse through the age of Aquarius and the photonic band. So these videos are an opportunity to share all of the wonderful insights and all the amazing modalities and metaphysical realities that I find as I'm journeying here through Gaia. And each location that I choose to talk at is just another stop in my day-to-day activities, and we just kind of time warp and land in different spots. So today I wanted to talk about what does it mean to be a galactic warrior. This is the age of truth. This is the rebel. This is where transparency comes out and everything is revealed. Being a galactic warrior is an endless topic. You could continue to talk about it for many, many millennia, but sticking it in to the collective consciousness, embedding it into our DNA, and using it as a foundation that guides us through is an epic experience. And also, anybody who's doing it, deep respects. Because in some cases it can be very intense and very challenging and taxing on our human body. What does it mean to be a galactic warrior? For those that speak their truth, that find truth, and choose to be a harmonic rebel from a love-centered experience. That no matter what anybody else says around you and how they view you and what they think of you, that you go out there, no more blockages, and you set it loose. You share it no matter how anybody reacts. Because you know that if you're that person that shares that, you're that being, that incarnate that shares that you'll be that much more open to others when they do the same. And the more that we do any of these, anything that I will mention in this video and beyond, the more that we do it, the more that others can learn from us, we can learn from them, and then it starts to spread. It's like a web. Being a galactic warrior, you've always wanted to wear these certain clothes and expand your horizon, but they're very colorful. You wanted to, dye your hair, do all sorts of wild stuff with your being, but you're concerned that your job's going to have an issue with it, or your family's going to reject you, or your friends might look at you in weird ways. This is the time to do it. Why do what others want you to do when you'd rather be doing this yourself? So for those that make that initiative, this is a call to go out there, wear what you really want, and share it. You want to wear a costume in public? Go do it. Why not? So I'm also pumping you up, maybe. Who knows? We'll see where it goes. But this is an inspirational video as well too, to say go out and do it. Even if you're walking alone, who cares anymore? You're going to do what you really want to do, and if you've always wanted to do it, then just get out there and go do it. Maybe you wanted to take that leap and wonder, I think there's, all these mainstream media channels are just kind of pumping out this music, and I think there's really more out there. Go and explore. Be a pioneer. Harmonic system buster. See through the media. See how it really plays out. If you've had even just a little taste of it, go at your own pace. It doesn't have to be instant. But the minute you make that change, that time and space quantum sequence, it will be perfection for you. Because there's so much more. So seeing through other realities and realizing that there is a lot more to this multiverse than we've ever been told. Perhaps you wanted to have conversations like this, all cosmic wild, and it's just, you understand it now, you know we have energy bodies, you know things are multidimensional, and you just don't know what to do with it. You're sharing it with people, maybe the reaction's fantastic, run with it. In other cases, it doesn't always work out that way. Maybe you see through you found gematria that's encoding numbers into letters, and how they use that in the media through symbology for fake news. You're like, oh yeah, I want to start sharing this stuff, but you're a little afraid of where they go. Well, that's not really being a galactic warrior now, is it? This is stepping up into your true, full, authentic self and releasing everything that is you, standing up for global justice. And we're not talking about the type where you put guns to people's heads or have these laws that take people and put them in situations that the deep state would deem that that's where it's going to be controlled. We're talking true justice through the acts of embodying what it means to have harmonic, holistic living. It takes practice, it takes time. What about your art and your creative adventures? No matter what it is, from building a home to sitting down with a paintbrush to creating a new modality, diving in deeper and having no more rules. Literally letting the possibilities be endless and not putting up blockages every time that something wild, wacky, and different comes our way. It doesn't mean that every person is supposed to enjoy it, but just appreciating the fact that anybody and everybody who is completely unique themselves, or even experimenting in those directions, celebrating and supporting it as well, is part of that galactic adventure. Or if you've always wanted to ditch your car because you wanted to bike every day, get up and do it then. Oh, but I want to carry my groceries home. It's the right thing to do, but it's a little bit heavy. Do it. Just get up and go do it. Whatever you can possibly come up with. Being adventurous, traveling where you really wanted to go. Maybe the black sheep of the family, that whole thing. The one that's unique and different. I might be a indigo child or whatever we call ourselves with these crystalline body templates. I don't want to talk about that stuff with my family, or I'd like to go traveling here, but I always pick the safe route, and I don't know, I prefer the tourism stuff, but my heart really wants to go over there. Then take your heart with you. You have it anyways. And go with those gut sensations and roll with it. Also, being one who embodies the galactic warrior will go through a full spectrum healing experience. Your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body, your galactic cord, your auric field, the foods that you eat, your feminine and masculine qualities inside of you, and all variances between them. The inner child, the 12-strand DNA, divine elder within you, showing up early, coming on time, keeping your word, speaking truth, being honest, not hiding from anything, not having blockages, releasing anger so that it stays healthy. Anxiety doesn't get the best of you. Sleep is super important. The dream world becomes meeting you 50-50 with your waking life, and it becomes one coexistence. Spending lots of time in nature. Healing any traumas you had growing up. Throughout any experience you've ever had. Forgiving yourself and others. Full forgiveness for everything you may have ever done or will do again. The whole picture of yourself. Watching the word choices you use. That's a full spectrum healing experience. And if that takes, 500 Reiki sessions, a whole bunch of physical exercise, and crying your mind out, that's a galactic warrior. One who's not afraid to astral travel and stand away from the pack. Sometimes you're a lone wolf. You're still connected to the super consciousness that is the multiverse and of these humans. I mean, you could just keep going off about what it means to be a galactic warrior in all sorts. For the individuals out there that need a lot of assistance, particularly people who need 24/7 care, and maybe are, quite different looking than the rest of the pack. Releasing all of that judgment, and even if it's just a small act periodically when they happen to come into your field. And just being there in every single moment, piece by piece, putting the puzzle together, and doing these gestures to assist and be of service for all of existence. Taking the time to cosmically travel. Perhaps you've had communing with spirit or having a download, and then actually taking that information, that wisdom, that knowledge, whatever you experience. Maybe it's a total new change of job because you're just like, this is eating my soul. But it's one thing to receive that info, and it's another thing to act on it. This is being a pioneer. This is being an adventurer. It basically becomes a wild, psychedelic, fractilian adventure of plasmatic qualities. I like that hat. I want to wear it. Well, it's a little too weird. People are going to look at me on the streets. Who cares? You've been afraid to dance? Get up and start dancing, if you truly wanted to. But I've always felt more comfortable reading than I did watching movies, and I want to be off the screen more and have a digital detox on a regular, continuous basis. Then do it. That's what it means to be a galactic warrior. And when anything else comes your way that's new, you take it, you digest it, you love it, you nurture it, and you use it as fuel for your existence. In absolutely anything we create. And also, because our thoughts create our reality, we clean up our mental sphere. And even if we don't literally create the physical bridge that we see in front of us that crawls over the water, we can still imagine what our most fantastical, funky, highest functioning, well-built infrastructure could possibly be. Everything's energy and vibration, and it will eventually change into some other form. You may not be the gardener behind me putting these epic plants out on the side over here down by the ocean on this beautiful sunny day. And maybe for some it looks too manufactured. Don't let that stop your imagination centers. The plants are still beautiful no matter what they do, but how we go about and doing things. Maybe we're tired of square boxes in the homes. We want to have space pods. You don't have the resources to necessarily do that. Maybe it's not your destiny. It's okay to still imagine and go there because you're putting that information out into the fields. Even if you can just see through people's core root issues because you're always tapping into the vibrational output and be like, there's something more there. Sometimes we have to step up and step out and say, hey, not call them on it, but kind of put it out there. Because if you don't, it may never occur or have that opportunity. It's kind of like if somebody comes to you into your field in your day-to-day adventures and they're lying to you, you may be lying to yourself. There's always going to be some sort of illusionary distortion in the third dimension, but it's a great opportunity to have maximum growth. And remember, the biggest tasks have the most gain, becomes high voltage. This is a huge reminder right now to experience that. So you're going to climb the mountain, literally as a metaphor, and go straight for the cosmos? Or are we going to sit back and let it eat us up? Because either way, there is a fourth density, fifth dimensional light body and physical new earth being built. And there's so much more than meets the eye. And we need all the galactic warriors that we can possibly have. And sometimes, even the one that looks the softest is just as much as a hardcore warrior. It's kind of like the soft mother that beautifully nurtures her child. But then something comes in the field that interrupts that process. A little bit of danger keeps life exciting. And mama steps in and turns into a warrior of the most beautiful kind. You can save it inside of yourself for those times that need. Be a way shower. Be a frequency holder. Be the one who opens the gate for yourself and others. Because when you heal yourself, you heal so many fields around you. If you've wanted to do it, go for it. Have a most spectacular, interstellar, astro-magical day. Bye for now.